Hi, everybody. Hello. How's everybody doing? I just went down and fed Bubbies. Hi. Can you guys hear him? He's over here hanging out. Let me go into this one. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I got Feisty, Acme. Hi, Lucky Girl. GM Dave, Cat Mama, Teresa. Hi, Carol. Hi, Renee. And Desiree. And Cheryl, 2535. Robin, Selfish Wing. D. Sylvia, Marie, Pamela, Virginia, Jean, Mary Lou, Sherry, Rhonda, Bitchy Bohemian, Sacred Turtle, Freda, Gary. Oh boy, now it's going really fast. Hey, Ian. Hey, Jenny, Jen. Cat Mama, Beatrice, Teresa, Connie, Lila, Luce, Lou. Hey, Marie. Thank you so much. Hi, Kathy. Let's see here. Tara Vicenta, Sweet Darling Lulu. Hey, Impish, thank you so much. That's greatly appreciated from both you and Marie. So thank you. Donna. Let's see. Sweet Darling Lulu, Doreen, Elena, Shishi, Carol Ann, hello. Freda. Hello, Freda. Again, Deborah. I know, my notifications have been going out late too, Deborah. I totally missed 15 minutes of Johnny's live. Hi, Seascape. Phyllis Rowan, Future Watcher. Cashmere. Oh, we're going to go over that, Renee. Virginia Bird. I think I'm all caught up, unless the comments are frozen. Let me see. Cardamom C, hello. Simply Myra, hello. Pamela, Spooky Mama. Elena. Suzanne, Tres Leche. Hi. Yeah, I'm getting late notices too, Sherry. I don't know what's going on with this ding dang YouTube. And I have the little bell notification turned on as well. You know, Johnny was live earlier today with Autumn and Adrian. Hi, Cashmere. Hi, Lucky Girl. Hi, Janny de Los Santos. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much. Connie, Lucky Girl again. Unsubscribe and resubscribes. Okay, I'll do that. Hi, Cynthia. Oh, you got yours? Okay, good, Marie. Babs Butler. Let me see. And Lucky Girl's letting you guys know, FYI, if you're not getting notifications, unsubscribe and then resubscribe. Then hit the bell for notifications and change its settings to all notifications, please. Okay, that's from Lucky Girl. Hi, Robin E. Hi, Jaybird. Rhonda's getting her first shot tomorrow. Good for you. Cardamom C. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Ruby. Yeah, we're getting our vaccines Saturday. The closest we could find is 45 minutes away, but it's the Johnson & Johnson vaccination, but we don't care. We're jumping on it, like, because I know San Diego County isn't opening till, I think someone had told me the 15th, but San Diego County is so ginormous that it's like, dear God, I'm not going to get it till like the fall, you know? Hey, T-Barb. So yeah, Peanut and I get our vaccines on Saturday, but we got to drive 45 minutes. For those of you that are wondering, the email that I got, where we went and signed up for here in San Diego County, it says that the vaccinations are free. And provided for by the government. So all we're doing is just basically paying for gas, because we've looked all over our area and it's just so densely populated that it's like, good luck, you know? So everybody, see where you can find out. We just happened to find out by word of mouth through one of Peanut's coworkers, who just happened to stumble upon it. So his coworker Peanut and I all signed up, and then we told my brother-in-law and his girlfriend, so they signed up. So everybody's getting vaccinated this weekend. So, I mean, J, that's, one shot and done, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm getting vaccinated with whatever they have. So I'm not picky. UC Davis charged your insurance $57, Karen? Exactly, Jenny. Go find a densely Republican area, because those idiots aren't going to get shots, because to them it's fake. It's not really real. So I'd show up over there. Hi, Linda. Hi, Rebecca. And T-Barb's all done with her vaccines. Wonderful. Hello, Sandra Nevins and sweet darling Lulu. Lou Diaz is saying that she's heard that red counties have a ton available. So, yeah, you guys don't be scared of the vaccine. Just go and get it. Yeah, Bakersfield, that's a crazy, ridiculous drive. You're talking like 4 hours. 4 hours to get from San Diego to Bakersfield, 4 or 5, depending if you don't get stuck in traffic going through LA. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Deborah is a teacher, so she got hers. The VA hospital right now, Sandra, they're only doing the active duty. Well, active duties can get there on base. And there's also like a waiting list at the VA hospitals here, because I live in a huge, military town. So good luck there too. You know what I mean? All the VA hospitals here, because I looked there too, because where I work, they were saying, for people that need to be on board ship, we're giving the shots, but since I don't need to go on board ship as an essential part of my job, it's like, no, so I spoke with one of my friends, and they were like, check VA, because that person's civilian. So I went and I checked VA, and it's like, nope, it's all freaking booked, all of it. So I couldn't get an appointment at the VA either. So yeah. Hey, Joanne. So Joanne's saying pretty soon her family will all have the shots except for the kids. Well, congratulations, and thank you so much for your generous donation, Joanne. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, see, I don't go on board ship as an essential part of my duty. If I do go, it's like bases down and everything, so it's not like. Speaking of bases, I heard about the shooting at the naval base today from the Navy corpsman. Freaking lovely. So I don't understand going on board a military base armed to the teeth, ready to commit a mass shooting. It's just like that's a suicide mission right there. So I guess the suspect was killed, because I think he left the base and went to a different base, and I think he got gunned down by military police. I I don't get it. I caught a short glimpse of it, Joanne. A Navy corpsman on base Fort, oh God, what's the name? Fort something in Maryland, that went on base and killed a couple of people and then got in his car and went to a different place, and then he got gunned down by military police there. So he's dead. So yeah. Yep. Hello, Nora. Hi, Robin. Let's see here. Yeah, he stopped at a second base. The second base wasn't far from the first one that he was at, where he killed the two people. And he was a corpsman. It's like, what in the bloody heck? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Craziness. Yeah, I know. WTF, shaking my head. I don't know, man. Not even military bases are safe. That's freaking mental. That's mental. You know, and this isn't the first one. A few years ago, there was that mass shooting in Pensacola by the Saudi guy. You know, that was a few years ago. The Saudi guy that was getting pilot training in Pensacola, that killed a bunch of people over there. That's what I'm talking about, Cheryl. I think it was the pilot, the Saudi pilot in Pensacola. Yep. Hey, Caroline, thank you. I don't get it. Ay, ay, ay. Yep. So, hi, Sterling and Linda Bishop, Desrat. Okay, so I think I've chatted enough. That's another thing, Cat Mama. I go on base, well, before this whole COVID. Hey, CG. And you'd be surprised how many places had Fox News playing. I'm like, are you effing kidding me right now? Like, fascist propaganda? Are you kidding me right now? Like, can't you put on CNN? Or how about not news at all? How about HGTV or the DIY network or the Food Network? Everybody likes food, you know, like, what in the bloody hell? You know? I don't get it. So I think I've chatted long enough. Let me go back over here. Hold on one second, you guys. Yeah, I've been yapping for almost 14 minutes now. So, in case you couldn't tell, here's the GT for Gatesy Gates that we did on the 2nd. I told you guys I had taken notes. Here's the my little chart, blah, blah, blah. And here's some of the notes I took afterwards. I had talked to Jenny about it afterwards, after that live stream. And remember, I told you guys I don't see him going to jail because the sequence was not the same as it was when it showed very clearly for Epps from that tableau from May 2019. And I believe on the last live stream, I showed you guys the sequence that showed the arrest of Epps at the airport. I also showed the sequence that was very clear on the grand tableau that we had done for, hey, Marie, thank you. For Baylor, no. Girlfriend. This is a Dodger household through and through, girlfriend. Sorry. I showed you guys the sequence that was just this one tiny portion, and this piece right here of the grand tableau that we did for Donald Trump in September of 2000 and was it 2020? Yeah, it was 2020. And it showed the new articles of impeachment that repeated because of the people with weapons and stuff in front of a government building. And then we had storks right above it. The insurrection into the Capitol by the mob, and then the articles of impeachment repeated, but they were small because it was child. Here, let me do it this way because you guys are not gonna. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. It was this. Let me see. First tower. Tower, tower, tower. Tower and garden. Okay, hopefully you can see this. Okay, so this is a tiny, tiny, tiny smidgen portion of the grand tableau for Donald Trump from September. And this line right here was in this second column, this second horizontal column here. Okay. Hey, Kathy. This grand tableau was saying, you know, I had said the people with weapons in front of a building. And Jenny had asked me about articles of impeachment, and it was right here. Articles of impeachment. They're new and they're small, but they repeat. And it was because of this, a violent insurrection on the Capitol with people trying to overthrow, here with storks, the government. So when I did this tableau, that's one of the first things I saw was right up here. It's this almost the same exact sequence. You got scythe, whip, storks, and tower, which showed in the first tableau, which was scythe, whip, tower, but storks was above it, just like this, overthrowing the government. So that's why I was talking about. I didn't see just the kids and the sex trafficking and all of that, but also the insurrection into the Capitol, because it's the exact same sequence here. Okay. Now, I had told you guys that I didn't see him getting locked up. I didn't see it. And it could be here. I just may be missing it, but I don't see it. Because he lands back in the house of Tower, but the cross is not on his house. If cross had been here in his house, maybe. But I was saying I was having a hard time seeing it, and I didn't see it in this tableau. And I think I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody remembers. I remember saying he's in a lot of trouble, more than he realizes, but it's like he sneaks out of it here because he's got the fox right next to it. He's trying to weasel out one way, shape, or form, and he's got sun back on his house, which means he's successful. Even if he's exposed, he's still successful. He's still triumphant. Okay. Today we got the news that, oh, by the way, Matt Gaetz had gone to see Donald Trump and personally requested a blanket pardon for himself and several other members of Congress that may have committed crimes. Okay. Now, when I did this tableau, I interpreted the clouds here as his father, because this is king of clubs. And then he's got son and bear. And bear was like, maybe he's talking to his dad to see if his dad can get him out of this. And I had wrote it down here. Clouds in house 27, his father. Does he have a pardon? Look at number 27, which would be this right here. And clouds lands in the house of letter. Okay. I put on here a quick brain dump that the jailing doesn't present as it did in the grand tableau for Epps. And the insurrection, I took note of that here because that's the first thing that I saw in the tableau. Well, this may not be his dad. This is the king of clubs. Okay. It's followed by the sun and the bear. Okay. This is a very, if I read this as a person, this would be a person that overbearing, almost dictatorial here, because this is significant amount of power and control. And it knights over here to key knights to bear. And then these two are touching here. So yeah, I totally misread this. I mean, it could be his father too, but this is more than likely Donald Trump because he was the one that he was over this way. And that person was seeking to become dictator for life. Okay. Now, when I look at letter, you got the clouds in the house of letter, meaning there was, if this is a person, there's something that was being done in the shadows here, and also probably something that they were doing in regards to foreign policy, which made no sense to me because he's in the House. He's not in the Senate or anybody that deals with foreign policy, but simply because you got clouds in the house of letter. Also, some very, very, very troublesome feedback, okay? And extremely troublesome, scandalous results here. Now, this is 45, okay? It's in the house of letter. Letter is up here, but letter's in the house of mountain, blocked, okay? And if this is DJT and I follow it this way, blocked. See what I'm saying? I also heard on the news tonight, I believe it was on the Lawrence O'Donnell show, that homeboy Gates is supposed to be traveling to Mar-a-Lago to give a speech. Well, I don't see Birds around him at all. Birds is way up here. Way up there. It should have shown close to him saying that he is going to some sort of where he's going to be speaking or meeting and negotiating with people. Birds is far. And that's supposed to take place this week. So I don't know. And then he's got this right underneath. If he was supposed to be taking a trip somewhere, that might go sideways. Okay. And Birds is not close. It appears he asked him, Trump, Piers Gates asked Trump for a blanket pardon, not just for himself because he didn't want to stand out alone, but he asked for a pardon for other members who may have committed crimes. Well, remember I told you there's a whole bunch of conservatives here. There was a whole network of them, okay? I think we identified, what's his face, McCarthy here, and then I don't know if this is the the senator of here, but it's like there's a whole network of people, and the pardon itself, if pardon is written, correct? It would be documented and written. That would be on some sort of a letter, right, guys? Carol's saying yes. Yes. Should be. Okay. So if I look at this letter, because see, it says he manipulates mail, or he is strategizing something to sneak out here through this, but it's blocked. Letter lands in the house of Mountain. Mountain is right here. What was he asking for? Letter is in the house of Mountain, which would be 21. That's too many people for him to ask for in his immediate circle to be pardoned. So by elimination, I don't think that's correct. 14 maybe, and then 4 maybe. But he's also got cross right over his head. Okay. And remember, I had said that according to the rules of the Grand Tableaus, the closer the cross is, you're suffering, or whatever you're burdened with, whatever you're having to sacrifice, does not become as burdensome. Okay. And then he's got clover here and stars here on the corners, cross, what he's guilty of, lands back in the house of birds. Birds is number 12, but it's also on the pip. It's the 7 of diamonds. Okay, so I'm not sure if he was asking for a pardon for himself and also 4 or 7 to 12 members. I'm not quite sure, and I'm having a hard time seeing. Because remember, I told you guys, it wasn't just the story of trafficking children and sex and all that stuff. It was the insurrection, and both of them were linked. And it, because of this line here, that's what's opening the tableau, the insurrection. But see, Marie, here's the thing. If this is the pardon and you box this in, there's a payment. Here, this is independence. This is consulting. This is shopping. Okay? And then here's your pardon, and then here's finance. And then here's gifts. So there's a financial transaction here, if that makes sense. I know. Oh my gosh, Wes. And see, that's what I'm having a hard time, because they're, like I was telling Jenny, both of these stories are linked. And Jenny had texted me, and she had mentioned he was asking for a pardon not only for himself, but for others who may have committed crimes. And she's like, yeah, like the people in the insurrection. Well, here's the insurrection. And I'm going back to the first the first time we did this Grand Tableau, back on the 2nd, Jenny was asking about this line here and this right here, guided tours that are troublesome. But I didn't see it that way, because I was pulling it back up to here, and I was looking at this right here, the sex that was persistent, or the abuse that was persistent with a child that traveled down this way. Okay. What is that? Now, and this is the secret here. Okay. And these are the people that were not known. Well, book is in the house of bouquet. Bouquet is card number 9, and it's also the Queen of Spades. Look what's down here. Woman, bouquet, here. All right, so I'm trying to figure out how many players here, because here it's saying a secret. There's a dangerous secret and an agreement here. Stars lands back in the house of ring. Ring goes back to storks, because it's in the house of storks. So, and this is going to the insurrection, to the change. Okay, it's changed through violence right here, a violent change for the elections. Okay, but here's something that is secret. It goes back to the bouquet. This could be saying 9, but there's an agreement here to overturn the elections, and that agreement was with the network. It was conducted online. Perhaps this, symbolically speaking, and has to do with maps, because stars are how people used to. Okay, so here is the directions for the travel so that it's not confusing. Does that make sense? So it could be one woman in particular, a person who was younger and knew that is very troublesome and confusing. That's a woman. If that's hey Johnny, nice to see you. Yeah, it's like the network of coworkers, but I'm trying to figure out, Johnny, specifically how many he was trying to get pardons for. Okay, because this would be like they had an agreement here to provide maps with the stars. Do you see what I'm saying? And this goes back to storks, which goes to child, that goes back. So snake is also another woman. That's queen of clubs. There's a new woman and a man here that are troublesome, that may have been involved in this agreement to provide maps. But it wasn't. And see, this is in the book, is in the House of Bouquet, which is number 9. Okay. Well, what? Multiple women, knights to the tours too. No. Oh, this way you're saying, Jenny. Well, it's not multiple women this way, because Crossroads is way up here. Okay. A woman that traveled, or a woman that was at a distance, or went on a journey, but it's like I'm trying to figure out, because this, what's underneath here is 9. What's underneath here is 12. And like I said, let me show you guys the birds. The pip card is the 7 of diamonds. Okay. And when I say underneath, I'm talking about the houses underneath. Oh, that's not it. Favor. Let me see if I can find it. I think Bubby's is going nuts downstairs because his daddy just got home from surfing. Wait, hold on. 22, 3, 29, 16, 2, 14, 21, 18, 34, 32, 25, 6, 7, 4, 23, 28, 24, 35, 36, 15, 12. See that? Birds is card number 11. But the pip is 7 to 12. This has to do with negotiations, with meetings, consulting, not consulting, dates, phone calls, communication, text messages. All forms of communication are covered by birds. So when I see this, it's usually a small meeting of people. This is smaller. So I tend to see this sometimes, depending on the context, between 7 to 12 people. Okay, but besides Marjorie Taylor Greene and Gates, I mean, who else? Jordan. Okay, let's see if we can count. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Gates, Jordan, Nunes. That's only 4 that I can think of. That's only 4. Boebert. Okay, that's 5. That's 5. Okay, who's... Oh, Howley would be Senate. This is more like this guy. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw Howley. Now we're at 6. But he's in the House. And this is about him and the most immediate. Howley... Okay, then Cruz. This in Spanish, cross, in Spanish is cruz. C-U-R-U-Z. Okay? Just like dog in French is chien. All right? So that, depending on the context, if ship is nearby, I tend to read that as China. This in Spanish, cross is cruz. Okay? I've lost. Okay, let me see. I'm going to write this down. Hold on, you guys. So we have Gates, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Bobart. Hold on. Bobart, Nunez, Jordan, Howley, Cruz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. That's 7. And dog is in the house of snake. Snake is right below it. And cross goes back to the birds because it's in house of birds. If I follow this, and it also knights, okay? Negotiating guilt. Why? Because of criminality and thievery. It's cross goes back over here and mice is right on it. Okay. Who did he negotiate with? Friends here that are deeply rooted, and something about growing losses. Well, underneath this is snake. And snake is right below it. So, and again, this is 7 to 12. I mean, I don't even know if it's 7 people, if it's 12 people. Dear Jesus freaking Christ. Cross is right over him, which is mice. Mice talks about thievery, okay? Losses, criminality, nervousness, anxiety. And that is also a 7. 7. So if I look at this, I get 7. If I look at this, 7 to 12. If I look at what's right next to it, this is 18, but what's underneath is 7, and it's followed by 7 here, 7. If I look here, underneath this book, it's 9. Gosar, Biggs. I mean, thank you, Shishi. Now, for the pardons themselves, if I look at this, April, May, June. This falls, if I read these lines vertically, this was his present line in April. This is May. This is June. Okay. Give or take a couple of weeks on either end. So this, if I read letter as the actual pardons. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm trying to fix some stuff. Oh, hey, Sunflower. How are you, my dear? Because my internet went caca. Let me see here. And then you know what else is weird? Because when I had thrown on if he would get busted or if he would be indicted or whatever the hell, a few reads ago, I had gotten this. It ended here with child, innocent. So I had asked Lori during, Lori from the Way of Positive Change. I had asked Lori, I said, because Lori was reading on it too, and I was like, girl, I don't see him being indicted unless it happens way down the road. But in this tableau, it does not show it. So I asked if he would be indicted, and this is what I got. And this is saying no, because there's something sudden that happens that's shocking, where it's pure, and then there's innocence here. Okay. Lori read on it too, and she was like, he's got something up his sleeve that gets him out of it. And I think we read on that on Sunday too, because I was looking at this tableau and I was like, did he get a pardon? Because I asked that question to myself. I wrote it down here, and I was like telling myself, look at letter, because here it's saying that it's troublesome. And then here, there's the letter. There's the guilt, the letter, and then blocked. And then there's the pardon for the entourage here. If I read letter itself as the pardon, I don't see pregnancy, Wes. You got storks, knights to child. That's that can be a pregnancy, but they're not close together. They're only talking via knighting, which is 2 this way and then one this way. And then if I read the corners, there's some sort of an accident or a shock or something very violent that happens, that grows opportunity for success this way. Here's your guilt right in the center. The guilt here, underneath that is birds. So guilty conversations or asking for a pardon. There's a payment, a small payment here. Payments to children as well, with fish in the house of child. Okay. Or many children, fish in the house of child. There's the manipulation to get out of this thing, but it's also a manipulative party. It's a large group of people, a suspicious organization. Okay. And then some sort of result that was delayed. Okay. And here, if I read this line of influence, changes are burdensome and the results are delayed. Okay. But it goes back to what's over here, the insurrection. There are efforts at the insurrection to burden it and delay the result, but it was not successful. Now, if this is Trump, because this is the king of clubs, and this is Gates, here's the pardon, here's the bear. So I box these 2 in. Okay. And if there was one, there may have been a payment made. Even though they're saying as of right now that Donald Trump didn't give him one. Yes, Jenny, manipulated or connived, snuck it. Cross is right over here. So this could be guilty, but then there's the results of your guilt. Okay, so perhaps the pardon for those in his entourage here in the party that they were desiring here with heart. Okay. Now, if this is Trump and this is Gates, and this is the pardon, There's financial exchange here. Fish, letter, and what do you call this? Bear. Money, finances, exchanged gifts here. No, Sunflower, because book is up here. This would be secret. Book is way up here. Hey, babe. And they don't even night. But it's like, it's hard to pick this shit apart because it's like both of them are linked this way. Yeah, the houses. Ruptures, what is long-standing or deeply rooted, but there's still hope and opportunity for success and going in a new direction. So I'm missing something here. I am. Hey, Peggy. Peggy's saying Glenn Kirshner said he was worried about naming a pardon and backdating it. Well, according to the reports, Matt Gaetz traveled or went and spoke with the White House and personally requested a blanket pardon for him and other members that could have been involved in criminality. Okay, so, and now this is 7 of 12. This is 7 of 12. You got negotiating here with those that are loyalists, but they're not real friends. These people are snakes. You got dogs here. So I'm all sorts of whackety whacked. But if there is one, it shows up in this column here. Now for May, if I read just this line down, there are several, or the people in his entourage in the network are perhaps discussing their guilt, because you got this in the House of Birds. They're having some very difficult meetings or very difficult conversations. Okay. And then there's a very suspicious network of people, and it exposes him. That's one way to read this column. Another way to read this column is that the elections are burdened by manipulation and he gets exposed. That's for the column for next month in May. But he nights here, money, and then finance this way. But that money and finance, guess what? There's the campaign, or a large network of people, or some sort of a party, or rally or something. But and then they're stealing from that. They take away from that. Do you see what I'm saying? But that shows up. We know that that's being investigated right now, but perhaps more of it shows up June, because that's when the receipts show up this way. And it's, not just the receipts for paying women, but it's like money that was supposed to be going here. Sorry about the screen getting blurry, you guys. There's nothing I can do about it. No, Jenny. I wouldn't read bear as bar because bear is not a person. The pip is not a person. Um, the pip is not a person. And he's the only way to do it is this way. Arguing with an institution about an investigation into finances or power this way. Okay. This right here would be more like your FBI. But this would have to, bear would have to be closer to tower to indicate the executive, the manager of that institution. Does that make sense, Jenny? That's why I'm not reading this as bar. If that makes sense. This needs to be around tower much closer for it to indicate. See, it's not a pip, Jenny. It's the 10 of clubs. And also, keep in mind, this is right now. This is what's coming. If this had been bar, he would be way back over there in the past, not coming up. Got it? Okay, good. This is finances. There's something around his finances and transactions and money and shopping. And money that's supposed to be going and being gifted in here to a rally, a campaign, a big, large network. Let me see. It's like he's exposed, but he gets out. Yeah, he's in trouble, but he gets out somehow. And I don't know if Trump is saying, no, I didn't give him a pardon, or he really does have it. They're just keeping it hush hush. But according to this, if this is Trump, King of Clubs, and the pardon is right underneath because this lands in the house of letter, guess what? It shows up here. It gets exposed. It exposes him. And then letter is over here in the house of mountain. And then mountain is right below it. Does he resign? Right around him, it shows that he sticks it out. He's got anchor over his head, him, and then the sun back on him. It shows that he sticks it out. He's going to have to be extracted from there because this is in the house of Scythe, and Scythe is right above it. He's going to have to be extracted because he's going to stick it out, this one. If I go this way down here, his successful journey is uncertain, okay? Or going in a new direction in his journey is uncertain. His success for power is delayed, and there's an opportunity to resign this way. But that doesn't show up till August, September. And remember, on the very first time that we did this tableau, I was talking about these three up here, okay? Scythe is number 10. Whip is number 11. Storks is number 17. This position, Scythe in the house of Rider, is the very, very, very beginning of the fall. And I know this because this is the exact same position that landed on the very first Grand Tableau for Donald Trump that was done in May 2019, and the articles of impeachment were right there. Because this is 10, I thought October. I didn't consider the house underneath, which is Writer, which is the very, like, the early, like, it's fast. Okay. So this would be like the very beginning of the fall, the very beginning of the fall. Okay. If he's here, this is April, May, June, July, August. This shows, the lily shows up in the column of August here, give or take a couple of weeks on either side. Whip is November or 11 days. So this is October, the fall, or 11 days for the scythe. The whip is 11 days or November. The storks is on the 17th or at the change of seasons. So from like the change of seasons from spring to summer, summer to fall. See what I'm saying? So I'm having a hard time because, like I said, there's two things that are linked in this tableau. It's not just the child molestation or the child trafficking. Okay. That's, if I look at this line here, he's not really worried about it. What's he worried about? Right here, the insurrection and his participation, how he's linked to this insurrection with these little people that had weapons. Okay, and I think we discussed that in the first one. In July. This is April, May, June, July. Talking and recognition, or perhaps some sort of marketing about the house and members of that house or member of his entourage that were blocking. They were blocking transition this way. Those in the group that were causing problems, because it's birds in the house of what do you call this? Clouds, but it comes out over here. Yeah. Let me ask this. Hold on, you guys. Let me do it this way. Sorry. I asked, did Donald Trump give Gates a pardon? Arguing, fighting, and his addictions, also sex with whip. Persistent or has fortitude, but it's open-ended. He left him hanging. There's a woman here, though. There's a woman here, though, that got a gift in secret. A woman gifted a secret. And look at this. And look at this. Let me see something. Man, my screen is blurry AF. Are you guys having blurry screens over there too? And I'm sorry if you do, that's the YouTube. I can't do anything about it because I'm using YouTube for the live stream, not StreamYard or anything like that. Or maybe it's just me because Peanut's streaming downstairs. Let me see. Hold on. It's like the arguments, or he was fighting here to achieve something. This is also sex and addictions. Okay, he was fighting to achieve something, but this is also being reliable because you're anchored. But then it ends here with the crossroads, open-ended, non-committal. He kind of left him hanging, but there's a woman here, though, I'm telling y'all. Let me ask it this way. Let me ask it this other way, because it looks like he did all that shit for Donald Trump, went and licked his boots and everything else, goes and begs for a pardon because he knows he's being investigated and just gets left hanging. It's like, when are these people gonna learn? Let me see. I asked if Matt Gaetz has a pardon. A woman is delayed or a woman is blocked. And there's a new direction here. There's a new direction. Success, a new direction, hopes. Let me ask it this way. It's like he was hoping, but no. Let's see. I don't know who this woman is, but she keeps showing up over and over and over and over. This is like, what, the third or fourth time? I just asked, who is this woman? Someone that was significant in making some sort of a change and then stealing. And then it's woman and mice down here. And earlier we got woman bouquet earlier. It was woman bouquet book. Knowledge of a pure woman, knowledge of a wise woman, action or overthrowing something, because this is always a change and an improvement. And then here is the thievery. So I'm wondering, if he pardoned what's her face? The crazy quacking on her. But it's saying no. He's non-committal. He didn't do it. Probably because the insurrection failed here. This is in regards to the insurrection, the change that they were trying to do, it diminished here. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because look, Jenny, it's down here too. And I'm sorry, I can't get you names. Bear is in the house of woman. She's a very significant person, blonde here, with this blonde hair up here. She's crazy. May have long hair. This is also green eyes. If I'm looking around this woman to see descriptors. She could be a smoker or very confused and just whacked in the head. This would be blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, green eyes. This would be your hair, something like very thick hair or something significant about hair. That's yellow, like the sun. She's important here. She's in the house of fish. She raises money or donates money, okay, because she's in the house of fish. She's got bouquet in the house of anchor. Anchor in the house of scythe. This person here gifts weapons, because it goes this way. Bouquet in the house of anchor. Bear is also food. This is a refrigerator, so I'm not sure if a restaurant maybe, but there's, okay, bouquet. Bouquet is, this is light hair, this is light hair, and this is hair. This is also food. A bodybuilder, food, a restaurant. This is a refrigerator. This is something that's deteriorating, maybe in the fridge or in the kitchen. So I don't know if this is what's her face, Marjorie Taylor Greene or the other woman, Lauren Boebert. Marjorie is a bodybuilder. Well, she's got bear right back on her house, Jenny. That would be a bodybuilder. This is also hair. Okay. Blonde, like yellow, like the sun. Crazy and confused, irritable, not clear thinking. Bouquet is also someone that is well kept, long hair, cosmetics. This is food. Okay, somewhere where you keep food, a kitchen. This is a refrigerator, like not a refrigerator, a freezer. Okay, so it's like, did he give a pardon to one of those two quackers? Because homegirl quacking on her has brown or blonde hair. The other one that's kept her mouth shut, that's still a quacking on her, is the one with the dark hair, and she owns a restaurant. But this is also a bodybuilder. Someone large, heavy, very, very, very strong. Okay. And it's in House of Woman. But this woman raises money though. She's in the House of Fish. Perhaps a drink or two. She's in the House of Fish. Slippery, hard to get a hold of. Let me see what else goes with fish. What else is the fish? A fundraiser, businesswoman, slippery, a drinker, non-committal. No, Wes. Legs is up here with Ryder. Legs is way up here with Ryder. This is not Clarence Thomas's wife. This is someone around him in his immediate entourage. Oh, God. And if I box these two went together, they did something very, very shady. Because woman to man is cornered by these. So he's a manipulator or he's fraudulent, and she was very significant here. And something that they did that caused trouble. Also, this could be something that's gaseous in the air. If I read it like that, exposes him. This woman has also been blocked. Here, she knights over to Mountain. She's been blocked. From where? The house. From doing what? Being recognized. On what? Speaking. If I follow her this way, if I knight her, she knights over here to Mountain. She's been blocked in the house somehow. And then this way she knights to him, and this way she knights here to Letter. So I'm wondering if this is what's her face, the quacking on her. Knowledge of a new confused woman this way. This person is a friend. Child in the house of dog, but it's a friend that's troublesome, and she's a woman. Dog in the house of snake, snake right underneath it. There's a Trumpelstiltskin here, and then her, but she raises money. And she's got finances and resources right over her head too, this way. Let me ask it this, hold on. Let me ask it this way. Let me see if I can. How many people did Matt Gaetz ask Trump to pardon? How many people did Matt Gaetz ask Trump to pardon? How many people did Matt Gaetz ask Trump to pardon? Three. And then the PIP is 10. Ship goes to book, which goes back here to bouquet. I'm going to say 7 to 12. I can't I can't pin it down. Because this right here, this line of fate, a very important, very significant woman's happiness is diminishing. But she got a gift. And it would be funny if he's the only a-hole that didn't get... thank you, Marie. Well, see, Marie, that's what I'm saying. If this is the pardon here with letter, it was bought and paid for here. Hey, Jan. Now, if he bought and paid for this, see, that's what doesn't make sense. This is what, and if it comes out around June that there was some sort of financial transaction for a pardon between Gaetz and Trump, okay? Gaetz and perhaps this younger crazy person and some others to get in on a pool and, hey, let's pay for a pardon because that's how he operates, okay? And that comes out, that wouldn't stand a day in court at all. And wouldn't that loop Trump into even more problems? Because now all they got to do is investigate this guy and whoever else is involved to say, hey, we were all in cahoots to stage an insurrection, to steal the election, to give it to Trump. And then when we screwed up, oops, we made a payment to let him know, get us out of this because we were doing this for you. It would implicate Trump. Do you see what I'm saying? So it wouldn't stand. It wouldn't stand for Trump or these people. I have no idea. I can't tell you that. This is number 34. This is 15, Marie. This is 34. This is 15. This is large, large, large sums of money. This is more like transactional, like currency, like what you would keep in your bank account or something. This is large loads of money. Okay? I don't know if it's 34,000, 3 million, a few million, because this is loads of cash. We know he's good for it because all he's got to do is call daddy and say, Daddy, I need a loan or give me some money. You know, I'm a 40-year-old spoiled brat that is still living on allowance. Clouds goes to birds. Talking about payments to sneak him out of trouble. That conversation was a betrayal to his desire. So there may be more to that. And it's funny too, they were saying tonight that Matt Gaetz is supposed to be holding a rally for Trump for something to do with women. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? With the amount of crap he's in, he's going to hold a rally for women when he's been accused of child sex trafficking and paying prostitutes. And I mean, to each their own. You want to be a sex worker, that's one of the oldest professions around. I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? But it's like, and you're gonna have him speak, but that's the thing I was saying earlier. Birds is way over here. It doesn't show around him. So I don't even know if that little trip or that little vacation he has planned is uncertain and it doesn't happen, because here's a trip and that trip is uncertain. Hmm. Oh, hi, Brandon. Hello. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. And I was telling Johnny and Jenny too. I'm like, does he start blackmailing people? Because here it's like, this is a promise or a commitment or an agreement that's new. And he manipulates mail in the house for the network for something he desires this way. But he manipulates mail as well. So blackmails this way. Does that make sense? So I don't know. Now, I was telling Jenny too the other night when after the first grand tableau that I was seeing Mar-a-Lago here. right here. A house on a huge property that's some sort that's blocked from the public. It may be gated, and it's a resort right here. So Mar-a-Lago showing up way over here. What time is it? Oh, Lord Jesus, my brain. No, it's Fox. Here, see? Man manipulates male. If you read it very simply. T-Barb. Letter nights down here to mice, which could be results are missing, results are stolen. The test is, well, here the test is burdensome. Here, the results in the test are destroyed, missing, thievery. But this is man manipulates male. Trump's GT from September. Yes, I do. Hold on, let me find it. It's all in my handy dandy little book. You all know I keep notes. Hold on, let me find it, Jenny. Okay. Ay, Dios mío. Yep, here it is, September 23rd. What do you want to know? What did you want to know, Jenny? The recurring campaign grifts. Okay, so here's the campaign. It shows up all the way in this very last column, which at the time of this tableau, this would be February. Okay, there's the campaign. There's no money coming here at all. Money is, let me see. Where's 34? $34 is here. But see, there's problems in the campaign and distance here with independence, consulting, the money. Okay, so the money is already distant in February. For financing, it's way over here. And in this one, we had bear in the house of tower, tower in the house of bear. So we were looking at financial institutions. But in this tableau, okay, in this tableau, I had said that there was going to be news about stuff he was trying to block from his financial institutions simply because it landed on his present line, okay, and that was going to be reported. Well, within days of that was when we got the New York Times bombshell that he had only paid $750 over the last few years in taxes. Okay, so here's the financial institutions. There's the campaign here, but the money doesn't go into the campaign. It's leaving this way because it's garden, ship, and fish. And this tableau only went from September to February this way. Thank you, Marie. Does that answer your question, Jenny? That doesn't show in this tableau, Jenny. That doesn't show in this tableau because it only stops right here in February. And ring in relation to fish, you got ring in the house of fish, right? But it's in the line of fate. Okay, so this could be read as significant suffering from recurring payments for a desire to achieve, but then there's a woman here that is sacrificed or punished. And I'm thinking maybe this woman here, because remember I told you back in this tableau, or a woman that has to suffer the burden here. In this tableau, she knighted over here. So there were several women involved. Well, in this tableau, we were seeing the articles of impeachment and the angry mob, people with weapons right up here by the federal building. Well, underneath that was Crossroads. So I remember saying this happens more than once. Well, the first time it happened was in Michigan, and they were going to put this woman on trial, the governor. And then it happened again when? Here in January, Storks, Tower, Crossroads, Moon, trying to overthrow the government or trying to overthrow the governmental elections here. Okay, so it happened twice. But the financial institutions in this tableau only shows as it was the report that had come out for him about his public funds and not paying taxes. The money for him to raise for his campaigns, no, because there's the campaign here. There's the agreements way over here. And here it shows that they're leaving here. The campaign is distant. And then there's money. And over here it doesn't even knight. Okay? So yep, there's that. Let me see. Okay. Got it, Jenny? Okay, good. For feisty, this line right here, usually this stays out of the tableau because this is the line of fate. This is the final message from the tableau. So these four stay out of it. Okay. There is decisions or choices around his entourage and guilty conversations. And when I say guilty conversations, I could be saying asking for a pardon because they're discussing and negotiating guilt. Okay. Oh, thank you, Brandon. About something suspicious or manipulative that they did within the network. And he ends up exposing this woman here. Okay. So, and also please remember, not only is the birds, hold on, let me find, because I just thought of this just now. And it's so incredibly difficult for me to see how many pardons were issued. I say this is 7 to 12 because birds is card 12, and this is the 7 of diamonds, okay? But also birds traditionally is an older pair, a man and a woman. Okay. So this guilt right here could have 7 to 12 people, or it could only be a pair of people. So him and whoever this woman is. It could go either way. I have, if I look here, it says 7 to 12 or possibly a pair. If I look under here, it's the bouquet, which is a woman. Bouquet is the queen of spades. So whoever this person is hidden could be this woman here that's significant, that is crazy, and a nervous wreck here. So it could be him and Marjorie Taylor Greene. So there, he could have asked for only 2 pardons. Do you see what I'm saying? And not necessarily 7 to 12. I'm having a very difficult time. And when I asked how many pardons he asked for earlier, I got ship, which is number 3. Okay. So it could have, 2, 7 to 12, or just a pair, because 2 are guilty. A pair is guilty. What's underneath here? If that makes any sense at all, what I just said. So we're going to have to sit back and watch. And then I took notes so I can come back and say, okay, that's where it was. Okay. So no, but this person's a bodybuilder, GM Dave. She's got bear over her head. But that doesn't make sense because, Howley, Cruz, Gates, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Boebert, Nunes, Jordan, all of them were involved. Oh, thank you, Pamela. So it's hard to see it unless it's really only saying it's a pair, an older pair, with the birds, or it could be saying 7 to 12. I don't know. I don't know. If I keep staring at this, I'm going to go cross-eyed and lose my brains. So I think I'm going to leave this here. Because I've been on close for 2 hours, and I'm going to go have dinner. Yeah, even Lindsey Graham making the phone calls, so but this is right here. This tableau is specifically letting me know insurrection right there at this very, very top, the insurrection, and those that were in secret, that were in partnership, and like Jenny was saying, gave guided tours, or gave them access to the maps here with the stars, gave them the maps so that they can navigate here. Storks in the House of Ship, the maps to navigate through the confusion here. And there's a younger person here, a woman under here. This younger person is a friend or someone that he trusts, that he thinks is loyal. This is a woman here too. Queen of Spades up here. So there's 1, 2 women there. These are the insurrectionists here. I mean, it's just, if this has no cards around it, that would, well, Fish is right next to it. Fish is King of Diamonds, so this could be Ted Cruz, being literal, like Cruz Cross, who raises money or who's looking only for money and donations. Ted Cruz, maybe. I have no idea where Mint and Julep would be. Like Johnny likes to call them. It could be the Storks, the cross-dresser. Right there. I'm being ridiculous right now. So when does that investigation into the insurrection supposed to come out? because this is results, and what comes before it, Fox investigation results here, and I think we discussed that in part 1 of this tableau. To the House Committee, okay, investigation results, House Committee, or a House network, or congregation, House congregation, and then something that is desired, or that raises passion here. That gets very, very passionate. You don't know, Jenny? Because I'd be interested to read this as the FBI report, or whatever, whoever's investigating the insurrection. Because that could be coming up. This is April, May, June, or there may be just another, because this way here, this would be more like a newspaper. Okay, so there might be some new newspaper report around April, May, June, maybe around the investigation here. So I don't know, you guys, my brain is fried, and I'm gonna go eat dinner because I haven't eaten yet, and it's like 9:30, and I want to go have coconut shrimp because I just bought some at Trader Joe's, and it was really, really, really good. So thanks so much for hanging out. I'm sorry if I just messed that all up for you all and made it even more confusing. Oh, no worries, Brandon. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. That's really nice. Oh, thank you, Carol Gallagher. So yeah, I have notes, you guys. We can always come back and look, because remember, he lands here, so we have all this to work with. Okay. And it's just without any sort of questions or directions, I'm just kind of left here swimming in it and trying to pick out as much as I can. So thank you, everybody, so much for hanging out. I'm sure you guys checked out Johnny's live stream that he did earlier this evening with Adrian and Autumn. It's up on his channel. Also, Autumn did a great video today with Andre from Astrology Alert, which was just wonderful. I watch his videos all the time, and they're incredibly informative. And I am no astrologer. I don't know nothing about astrology. So I would highly encourage anybody to go over to Autumn's channel and over at Black and Orange Tarot and check out the interview that they had today, because it was wonderful. And okay, you guys, I think Johnny's got some stuff coming up this week. Check his community post, because he's going to be busy this week with a bunch of reads. So thank you all so very, 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 very much for hanging out. Thank you all so very much for your generous donations and super chats. To anybody that has emailed me about personal readings, I have emailed you back. Please check your emails to make sure that you see my response or my reply. And I'm going to go stuff my face with coconut shrimp because oh, Johnny is on every night at 7 p.m. Pacific Eastern Standard Time. Okay, you guys. And if you're like me and you're over in California time, just catch him on a replay. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. I want to wish you all a very, very good night, and I hope to see you all again sometime this week. Okay, bye. You guys have a wonderful evening.